And go.
My name is Nicole King, and I am doing 4-day work week. Imagine yourself sitting at home on a Sunday night. What are your first thoughts that come to mind? I know mine's thinking, is it seriously Monday again? The dreadful Monday that everyone seems to hate. But here's another question. Do you think I would be saying that if we just had a 3-day weekend off? The 4-day work week has been thrown around for many years now. In fact, some countries have even adopted the idea and are enforcing it on their countries. 2 of the countries are the Netherlands and Germany. Both of these countries have an equally strong or stronger economy than the United States. One thing that I question is, do they really have to enforce it? I'm sure many would oblige willingly. Throughout the years, many have argued with this concept would not work. But there are many reasons why having a 4-day work week could very well be the answer to most of our problems within the workforce. Finding good employees is number one on any company's mind. To run a successful company, you need people under you that you can trust. You need employees that show up to work and want to complete their task in a timely manner. Working only 4 days a week improves people's well-being. They are more rested with 3 days off instead of 2. With that being said, this leads to people being sick less and on top of their stress level dropping. They have more time to take care of themselves. I work a 5-day work week, and usually it's an 8 to 5 day. Now because of school it's a little different, but before, usually I would work 8 hours a day. Those 8 hours usually ended up turning into being 10 hours a day, depending on what was going on. Then the weekend hits, you're so busy trying to get the errands done that you couldn't get done during the week, and then you still don't get the rest you need. Hence why we all get sick easily. If we all had that one extra day during the weekend to split errands and daily tasks up, our well-being would improve immensely. Being a parent also takes effect into dealing with the work week. Sometimes parents don't have much time for their children as they would like. Daycare starts to be an issue as well. Some daycares are only open till 6 or even close even earlier than that. Working less days a week would save on childcare. You wouldn't need to try and find a daycare for 5 days a week. The 4-day work week would also allow you to spend more time with your children. You would have that extra day off, especially when they were in school, to do what you needed to do instead of dragging them along with you on the weekends when they don't have school. With those errands being out of the way, then you have more time to spend with them on the weekends. With our health improving, employees would less likely to be absent from work. Employees calling off because of mental health days would end because we would already have that mental health day with only working 4 days a week. Since the 4-day work week is encouraging people to take care of themselves, studies have shown that absences from work have decreased by 15%. This was a survey conducted by Homing from Work. Along with the absences from employees, employers have noticed that quite a few of them leave during the day for doctor's appointments or to run to the store real quick. Another survey performed by Homing from Work says 45% of employees leave early from work to go to a doctor's appointment, and 52% leave early to go to the store to pick up gifts for like birthdays or special occasions. With absences on decrease, employers see the change in productivity. Productivity has shown to be on the rise with the 4-day work week. Employees tend to be more productive when there is less time to complete the task. Look at it this way. If you were only working 4 days in a week, you split your tasks up differently than you would if you were working 5 days a week. Procrastinating and waiting until Friday to complete the task would no longer happen. They would be completed earlier, making for happier employees. Lowering unemployment is another reason for a 4-day work week. Most people nowadays are working well beyond their 40 hours and accrue overtime, while having people that are hard-pressed to find a job because there are no openings in that field. If you cut the work weeks back to 4 days a week, you would need people to fill in that time off, because businesses still need to run regardless if you're working 4 days or 5. This would split up the jobs more evenly, of people getting the majority of the hours and then some. One of the thoughts that first comes to mind when thinking of a 4-day work week is your annual income. What if you go down to 4 days a week? How is that going to affect your pay? According to CNN, the country whose citizens work the shortest hours on average per week is the Netherlands with 29 hours. Denmark and Norway are right behind them, averaging 33 hours per week. Despite the low figures, all three countries' citizens have an average annual income landing somewhere between the mid 40,000 range. In comparison, the annual income in the United States right now, with us working 40 hours a week, is around 54,000 a year. These statistics are just to show that there would be a decrease in annual income with a decrease in hours. But just because you might be working 4 days a week doesn't mean you wouldn't get your 40 hours a week. Every company would have to look at it from their point of view. Not one company runs the same. Some companies in Germany are having employees work 4 days a week, 10-hour days. But the statistics still remain the same. They have happier employees. When looking at the 4-day work week, many look at the environment to be a reason to move in that direction. It is believed that if we move into shorter work week, our carbon footprint would also reduce greatly. We would be moving out of the fast lane the United States has always been in, and also take out the convenience-like consumption. Take, for example, driving to work. Working less days would limit the driving in the U.S. This would then, in turn, save you money. Say your car takes about 1 gallon every 17 miles, and gas is going for $4, which I know it's down now, but you never know. If you cut out the commuting 1 day a week, you can save close to $650 a year. It may not seem much, but as the years go by, if you have a double income house, it adds up. Not just saving money, but commuting less, the environment will benefit as well from this. The less commuting, the less polluting the environment. Hence the phrase smaller carbon footprint. Going along with the commuting work idea, has any of you turned down a job because the drive was just too long? Well, 34% of people who took a survey for Forbes magazine said that they had done this. Maybe if the work week wasn't as long, we would sacrifice the commute and maybe have our dream job. In conclusion, for reverting to 4-day work weeks would give us better employees, lower unemployment, and give us a smaller carbon footprint. Since we are programmed that working harder and working longer hours produces great accomplishment, this change would take work to make it happen. Isn't producing more jobs and happier employees worth the challenge? Isn't making the environment a little bit cleaner enough reason to try? In my mind, what would it hurt? I know that working Monday after a 3-day weekend wouldn't seem so dreadful anymore.